Thanks so much, Adolf_Goochlier, for sending in today's theory. So, without further ado, Kuzan and Shanks. These two guys have allied against Blackbeard. So a big question everyone has is why Aokiji or Kuzan joined up with Blackbeard. Their ideals don't align at all, really. So he's probably undercover or somehow working against Blackbeard. And that's everybody's theory. Everyone think that he's against Blackbeard for whatever reason, and he's trying to find justice, right? When he's speaking to Smoker about it, that's what you feel. Now, looking at it, let's break down all the potential possibilities that we can think of and see some sort of resemblance. I think we can rule out he's actually loyal to Teach based on what we know about Kuzan and Blackbeard. Kuzan has a lot of respect for Sengoku and Garp, and they both are anti-Blackbeard. Kuzan has spent his entire career fighting against pirates, and it would be strange if he suddenly decided to work with arguably the most dangerous pirate of all. Right? That just doesn't add up. It's pretty likely that Aokiji is just keeping tabs on Blackbeard in an effort to keep him in check. If this is the case, who is he really aligned with? These are my thoughts about who he could be aligned with. One is Sword. Sword makes perfect sense given Kuzan's relationship with Akinu. I think him working for Sword is moderately unlikely, but who knows if Akinu is even affiliated with Sword. If it's not and it's Garp, that makes so much more sense if Garp is like the leader behind Sword. Since Sword is explicitly a marine force, not a world government force, I'm inclined to believe they report. Next on the list is the Revolutionary Army. Now, Kuzan could be working for the Revolutionary Army, but that would be a pretty drastic change of allegiance, given that he was an admiral like Garp. Kuzan probably doesn't think highly of the world government, but I don't think that he's that jaded with the system to work with the Revolutionary Army. Also, despite their recent tussle, I don't think the Revolutionary Army is that concerned with Blackbeard. I think their focus is tearing down the Celestial Dragons, because they wouldn't waste a talent like Kuzan to spy on Teach. I've seen theories that Kuzan was the one who alerted the Revolutionary Army about the incoming attack to Baltigo. Maybe, but maybe I'm more inclined to believe that they were just prepared for any potential attack. Karazu's crow's power has been shown to cover huge distances, so he could have alerted them easily. Next is the world government. The five elders explicitly said they don't know why Kuzan joined Blackbeard, so this one definitely ruled out. I know some people were talking about it, I just wanted to say no, that makes no sense. Now, Sengoku. This is pretty boring scenario in my opinion, so I'm inclined to think that Oda will do something more exciting. Kuzan might be collaborating with Sengoku potentially. We've seen Sengoku do this with Corazon, so maybe Kuzan is also his spy. However, Sengoku seems pretty happy with his lack of responsibility, and spying on Blackbeard would contradict his easygoing ways. So no responsibility vibe really adds to the fact that you don't really see that one happening. Obviously, it could be like all a ruse, but I think the last and the final person makes the most sense with Shanks. Now it's also a wild card, but there is a decent chance Kuzan is collaborating with Shanks. We know that Shanks views Blackbeard as a huge threat. He's also been shown to intervene in situations he isn't necessarily involved in for the greater good. He told Whitebeard to stop Ace, prevented Kaido from going to Marineford, and subsequently ended the war. And more recently, his discussion with the elders, it's unclear if Blackbeard was the certain pirate he wanted to discuss with the five elders. So, I mean, but if it was, then maybe he's working with Kuzan to keep tabs on him, impede Blackbeard, or maybe the certain pirate is actually Kuzan, since he's technically a pirate now. It's just hard to know at this point, but a conflict between Shanks and Teach seems inevitable, and it looks like Kuzan will play a part in that. So I think it's a possibility that Shanks and Kuzan are collaborating in some capacity with Blackbeard as a common enemy. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.